Welcome back to talkSPORT and UK Radio for the dream. Look at him there, nice and relaxed, ready for a big fight. Big undisputed fight once again for Devin Haney. Devin, welcome back. How are you, sir? You well?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well indeed, man. Does it ever get boring when people refer to you as the undisputed champ? I know that obviously that has been a dream since you were a young man growing up, doing your thing. Now that you're 24 years of age, still a young man, but the undisputed champion. Surely can't get boring.
Of course not. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that you referred to me as that, because I am that. I work so hard to become undisputed, and I'm working even harder to stay undisputed. So it's a blessing to hear it every time, and I like to hear it, and it's still undisputed on May 20th.
How are you finding the change of attitude towards you? Do you feel that you're getting the respect that you deserve now that you've obviously achieved that undisputed status with the manner of the way that you did that last year?
I would love to have all the respect in the world, and the world tell me how great a fighter that I am. But at the end of the day, I stopped chasing that. I'm looking to get my own respect on myself, and be great to myself, not to what the world thinks. Because if you're chasing that, then you're gonna be chasing that forever, because the whole world's never gonna give you your just due. And I'm okay with that. I know that May 20th, I'm gonna put on a great performance. I look to entertain the fans and show the world, how great I am, and then we'll go from there. It is what it is.
Following those two fantastic performances in Australia to solidify undisputed status, there will be many people that are in your position that might take the path of least resistance, let's just say, and navigate maybe a couple of, I won't say easy defenses, because I don't think there's any easy fights, but you get what I'm saying. Why have you chased down Lomachenko, where many people might even class him as a more difficult opponent than George Kambosos?
Because I'm that type of fighter. I've been wanting Loma for 3-4 years now. I am a true champion. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, because I know that I'm the best, and I want to just keep proving myself. And I feel like this is a fight that could have happened 3-4 years ago, and now it's only worse for him. It's only because I'm a bigger, stronger, faster, smarter, much more confident fighter than I was when I originally wanted to fight him.
Do you see it as a tougher test than George Kambosos?
We got to see. We go in there preparing for the best every time, but also to make the night as easy as possible. So we'll see on May 20th how good he is, and how he goes up against my skills, and we'll see.
I saw an interview that you did last week where you're referring to maybe anticipating a dirty fight, an ugly fight. Why do you think that?
Yeah, I mean, because I know what he's training for. I know he wants to try to get dirty on the clinch and try to rough me up, but it won't work. I'm 10 steps ahead of him. I know what he wants to do, and I know how to stop it. So you'll see.
I want to talk to you about preparation for this contest on May the 20th. We know that you're a man of deep faith, a practicing Muslim. Obviously, you've gone through the process of Ramadan, which obviously entails fasting. How has that affected your training and the things that you've had to navigate that period of time getting ready for this fight? How have you noticed a change in your performance in the gym going through that?
Yeah, in the beginning of Ramadan, I was fasting, and then I stopped after a while because my training was getting more intense. I was training 3 times a day, and it was just hard to just fast, during the times and give my maximum effort. So I did a thing called zakat. It gave back to like the homeless and the less fortunate, fed them and stuff like that. And that made up for it. So alhamdulillah, I'm happy that I was able to do that. And I feel so great, so strong coming out of Ramadan. I cannot be mentally broken, physically broken. I'm locked in for May 20th.
How much would you say has your faith helped you navigate the boxing game? Because sometimes you've got to wait for opportunities. Sometimes other people are getting opportunities ahead of you, and you've got to kind of with the queue and what have you. How was your life outside of the ring? and your faith in particular enabled you to navigate the game of boxing?
I mean, Allah has opened doors for me that, I never thought would happen, or maybe I did think would happen, but just not this fast. It was just maybe a year and a half ago, nobody would fight me, wasn't getting the best fight. It was calling me the email champion, and a year later, I'm the guy, the undisputed, fighting Loma in Las Vegas, pay-per-view. It's just such a blessing. So I thank Allah every day for it, and I couldn't thank him enough. So alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, thank you, Allah, for this opportunity and for everything that you've done this far.
You were talking a moment or two ago about your attitude of being a proper champion and chasing down the most toughest challenges. Do you think that comes from the way that obviously you ended up turning professional? For those that don't know too much, obviously you were a little bit young to do that in American, and therefore you up sticks and went to Mexico and were fighting against fully grown men in your teenage years in bars and what have you, which I'm sure toughened you up and made you mature incredibly quickly. Do you think those younger years have now formed? I know you're still only a young man at 24 years of age, but do you think those younger years in Mexico kind of formed your attitude towards the fight game of taking the best challenges all the time?
Yeah, I mean, every step of my career was experience and preparing me for these moments now. So yeah, of course, they all molded me to be the fighter that I am today, to be the young man that I am today. Me fighting in bars at 17 years old in Mexico, me going to Australia twice.
When you think of that time, Devin, in Mexico, is it a million miles away now, or is it still quite close to you? Can you still believe that you went through that process at such a young age?
No, it seemed like it was yesterday. I remember everything about it. It was a very important time for me as a young man, as a experiencing that, as a fighter, experiencing that. So it doesn't seem far out. I remember every bit of it, and like I said, it molded me for to be able to go to Australia not once but twice, and yeah.
Do you listen, as a fan, I get frustrated sometimes when fighters don't fight the best guys and take on the best challenges and maybe do take the path of least resistance. Obviously, you're a fighter now that I kind of point towards and say, look at this guy. He's gone away to Australia. He's challenged the champion in his backyard twice. Now he's taking on what many might say is the toughest task in Vasily Lomachenko. Do you get frustrated when you look at other fighters maybe in your weight division or other weight divisions that aren't making the very best fights for this fantastic sport?
No, because you just never know what's going on, what's really happening behind closed doors. It ain't my business. At the end of the day, I'm still trying to, make the biggest fights happen for me and my career. So try not to even just focus on other fighters and their situations.
But okay, then in your weight division, I say your weight division. It happened at a catch weight last week. What did you make of the Ryan and Tank fight?
Tank went in there and did what he's supposed to do. I think that Ryan, seeing what Tank had early on, felt it, whatever he hit him with. And I think, he didn't really want much more after that.
Do you think that Tank will fight you?
We got to see. It all starts with May 20th, me being victorious, me putting on a great performance and, showing the fans how great that I really am. He put on a great performance in his last fight. So now it's my turn. And then we'll go from there.
Obviously, this is a personal question about weight and what have you. And I know that you're the undisputed champion at lightweight and you've got Vasily Lomachenko to take care of. There's some good fights at 135. But what are your plans? I mean, obviously, you're going to grow at some point. How long do you think?
There's only one plan right now, and that's to be victorious on May 20th, defend these straps successfully, and then we'll go from there. There's no other plans. It's hard to make plans when you got such a big fight, a tough competitor, somebody that's coming to win on May 20th, and it's hard to look past him. I cannot look past him. He's the only man that I see right now. So once I'm victorious, then I can tell you all the plans I have.
Okay, then. On that note, then tell me what happens on May the 20th, then.
Oh, me put on a great performance, another masterclass, me showing how versatile I am, how much tools I got in the toolbox, me showing how great Devin Haney really is. This is my time. I'm a young man whose experience is through the roof, confidence through the roof, and I'm excited to show it on May 20th.
Well, I think I can speak on behalf of the majority of British fight fans. We're enjoying your attitude of making the best fights. We're looking forward to this on May the 20th, and we're looking forward to seeing you do your thing once again inside the ring. Have a safe camp, go well, and we look forward to seeing you fighting again.